Hi, Shelley Porgas, Washington, D.C. I'm the National Finance Co-Chair for the Ready for Hillary PAC. I would like to, you've presented on one hand some optimistic viewpoints, on the other hand some perhaps not so optimistic ones, but if you had a chance to ask the president, current or future, for one thing in terms of moving, making progress in the region, what would that be?
Do you want to direct that at one prognosticator?
I'd love to hear from either one because they represent such interesting, diverse points of view.
You're the American at the podium.
I think a strategy. I think what we have not done well enough is to be able to articulate how we would like this to come out. Now, I think we have to be very realistic. You can't make a river go 90 degrees different from where it's flowing. And we have to be very humble about the changes and the impact we have in a region. But I'm not sure we sit down ever, and for the American people, as well as for people we're dealing with, paint a picture of how we'd like it to come out. Then the pieces start to have logic. I think sometimes we execute pieces without that larger picture. So that's what I'd love to see us create.
And my quick one-liner is, don't give the impression that you're too desperate to get out, even if you are. Because when you do that, then you're encouraging the enemy. I mean, the Taliban have always said, we have the time and the Americans have the watches. So when you start saying, and that's an American, it's a political problem here. I mean, the administration didn't have to announce a date for its final withdrawal, etc. Because then you're just telling them to how long they have to wait. And that the ISI's role can also be just not to actually get the peace process to bring about a result, but to get the peace process going so that while you're withdrawing, you don't pay attention to anything else. It could be like the Viet Cong, who engaged in a peace process for a very long time while they were sitting and planning with the North Vietnamese how to actually take over Saigon. So don't always sort of, optimism is a great thing. But since I moved to this country, I've realized that there's optimism, and then there is optimism that is based on realism. And I think the latter is a lot better.